Like most trips, we get on the road, and what I found out in the last little while of traveling around tournaments all over is that there's a lot of driving. Over the last few months, I found quite a few more events to be able to compete in, which is good. Training is going well, and of course, everything I do leads into more driving, as most events are down in Calgary, which is 3.5, 4 hours away. While I was working on my fitness and weight loss program, trying to get back into shape, of course, I had the opportunity to meet and go down and train with a fellow by the name of Adam down at Ippon Dojo in Cochrane, Alberta. Without a doubt, Adam is probably one of the most knowledgeable sport karate coaches in Western Canada, hands down. Um, I went down there with an open mind. I hadn't met the individual before, Adam. And phenomenal, phenomenal what we covered in the matter of a couple hours. I didn't take video when I was down there, of course, going down, even with my family. I just pretty much, go into the dojo myself. So there's a few photos here, and then, I go into a little more detail on my in my Patreon page. But suffice to say, is blown away by how he could tie the training and help build a plan on what to do in order to be able to successfully compete and try out for a provincial team. So hats off to Adam down at Ippon Dojo in Cochrane. Um, if you ever have the chance to get out and train with him, I highly, highly advise it. The next tournament that I found that I was going to enter in my quest was an open tournament, actually, open to all styles, all affiliations. Was the MAC Martial Arts International Tournament in Central Alberta. So I think I found this. There was like 60 or so odd days left before it was before the event was going to start, and so I'd come back from Cochrane and go right into preparing to go to this open tournament, mainly for the experience and to see what it was like to compete outside of the official karate in Alberta.
That you love me. I'm waiting to hear you call me darling. I'm waiting to hear you call me dear.
And here we are at Genesis Center in Calgary for the MAC tournament. So we'll head into register. See what happens there. Let's go. Gotta find out which door is the right one here. was successful in bringing home some hardware for my divisions. You know, with the open tournaments, you're able to compete a lot of times in your age category, whereas the traditional or the mainstream, WKF, Karate Canada, Karate Alberta, the sanction organizations just have a senior division like over a certain age, whereas most of the open tournaments they break it up into different age groups, even for the senior divisions. So you might have like, an over 21, over 35, over 45, over 55. It really breaks it up nice and it gives you a chance. You can enter. You can enter all of the events, like all of the age categories all the way up. But it's nice to be able to compete against your own age group. And you'll see in the next couple of videos here, as I've prepared 3 or 4 of them, kind of en masse. Um, I mean, I get repeatedly kicked in the head in a few events there when I go up against literally kids that are half my age. So I was pretty happy. And general rule, of course, is after a tournament, I eat whatever I want, and it's a little habit I picked up from the karate nerd Jesse Camp. So I had a nice meal there, and I got prepared for the Karate Alberta training camp. So great weekend I had. Great weekend. In between the Karate Alberta Development Camp, which is one of the mandatory camps for any prospect looking to make the provincial team. So in between that camp and the upcoming Karate Alberta tournament, I continued to work on what I had picked up from down at Cochrane at the Ippon Dojo, as well as just the general fitness, cardio, lightweight training, flexibility, of course, and working on a new kata for rounded competition, because the kata that we use in uechiryu, um, com- competition-wise, they're really not that exciting to watch. Okay, so I've been working on a few new kata, so I continued to do that, and we carried through and got to the one of the Karate Alberta qualifying tournaments for the provincial team. Now, fortunately, in this episode, I don't include any video of the kata that I performed in competition, which is good because in this particular video it was absolutely terrible. I believe I placed fourth in the competition. Not happy whatsoever with my performance or my placing in this. Um, but it is what it is. The scores are set, so the material is done. Um, did the tournament. The next tournament will be in the spring of 2023, and I have a few different events that I go to in between there, which you're gonna see in the next couple episodes, and lots of video as well, not just me talking over some still images. So in the meantime, I finished up at the Karate Alberta tournament and went home and spent some quality time with the family. And we'll leave it there and we'll pick up on the journey in the next episode. Thank you so much, guys.